Oh.
Navigating the Tim Hortons parking lot like a boss.
Navigating any parking lot in Fort McMurray is a challenge. So, welcome back to my video. Day 3 of Read-EH-Thon. And I still haven't finished my Alan Doyle Great Big Sea book yet. So we're heading on our road trip!
Road trip!
First time in our new van. So, we got Tim Hortons.
Oh.
You can't start a road trip without the Timmies. And I got the classic double-double.
Sorry about that noise. That's us eating chips.
Okay. So, yeah, this is my intro.
Oh, Canada.
Our home.
Native land. Oh, I get to win. Oh, Canada. Our home and native
all day long. So we've completed the first quarter of our trip, maybe. And so now my husband's driving, so it's okay. I can be filming now. So we brought some Canadian snacks for our road trip. Very exciting. So first of all, one of the big ones is Lay's ketchup chips. And I know a lot of people are like, gross, ketchup chips. And you think like you take a plain chip or like a well-cooked fry and you dip it in ketchup, and that's what ketchup chips would taste like. But it's not quite like just dipping a potato in ketchup. It is a little bit different, but it is basically what I would think powdered ketchup would taste like, I guess. Any thoughts on the ketchup chip?
Really?
Do you like ketchup
it's
chips?
kind of they're okay. They're kind of a sweeter taste. Like when you think ketchup, I mean, you do think sweet, but you don't really think super sweet, I guess.
Yeah. It's sweeter than like salt and vinegar or something. But yeah, and you have to get Lay's, because Lay's is better than the other brands. So yeah, ketchup chips, always a classic. And then my husband also picked up some all dressed. I didn't know those were Canadian as well. I used to eat them as a kid, but I don't eat them. Oh, I can smell it. I don't even know, like, how would you describe an all dressed flavor? Like hickory sticks.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, hickory sticks.
I don't know if they have hickory sticks in America.
It's like
everyone watching this is probably Canadian anyways, but
it's kind of like a sweet barbecue.
Yeah. I don't like barbecue, but I would.
I guess sweetened barbecue.
Well, here you go. It shows an onion, a red pepper, and a bottle of white vinegar on the side, so.
Yeah, accurate.
That's what it tastes like, apparently. And then, for something a little bit not salty, but on the sweeter side, we got a good old coffee crisp, which I learned is Canadian thanks to Lucas at church, who asked Shauna on a road trip, what two out of the two Canadian snacks, what would you pack? Coffee crisp or ketchup chips? So we took both, obviously. And my favorite, crunchies. I like coffee crisp. It depends what I'm in the mood for, because coffee crisp is like what is that? Like inside of it?
Like wafer.
Like wafer, where crunchy is sponge toffee with chocolate on it. So it kind of just depends what you're in the mood for.
Coffee crisp is a giant wafer, basically like a giant wafer cookie, but the in-between, instead of being cream, it's like a coffee cream.
Does it taste like coffee?
Yeah, it does. To me, it does.
And it's 100% sustainably sourced cocoa.
I mean, as much as artificial flavoring can,
yeah, I don't know. I'd have to.
This taste of coffee.
I'd have to bite into it, but anyways. And then I also found, I showed you guys the other day, Rockets versus Smarties, but I found these at the dollar store, tropical Rockets. So we're gonna try those for the first time too. Excited. Yeah. And not those. And this is what like regular Rockets looks like. Made in Canada. And then I found these at the grocery store too, and I was like, when you're looking for Canadian things, you find everything Canadian. So we got Cherry Canada, sweet and sour cherries. So I saw like a picture somewhere. Maybe it's on the back. So the white ones are sweet and the red ones are sour. So Canada up. Boot.
I can't
Now-
get up until we have maple leaf cookies.
Yeah.
That's
Now I'm going to listen to probably the Unbound Books podcast by Ariel and Raylene, who are living in British Columbia. I believe both of them are there. And so
We're gonna go
Canadian, yeah, Canadian. They just show up at their door like, "Who the hell are you guys?"
Are you guys YouTube stalkers? No, I swear.
Yeah. So we're gonna listen to some Canadian book podcast, and I'm gonna ignore that guy, and he'll probably listen to something else. While the kids just zone out on TV.
Probably listen to Tokyo Machine, or maybe my own.
That's not Canadian. Tokyo Machine.
Whatever, he's awesome.
Anyways, so that's our little road trip update.
Boo 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 boo. Whoop.
Welcome to day 5 of the Read-EH-Thon. We made it to my mom's house last night, so I was able to do a little bit of reading in the car, but I just finished We Have Always Been Here, a queer Muslim memoir, and it was really, really good, and I'll talk about it more later when I have more time. But that takes the prompts for LGBTQ and immigrant story. She's from Pakistan. She immigrated from Pakistan to Toronto. So that was really good. Now I got 3 more books. Today is Friday, so that we have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday left of the Read-A-Thon. So I'm not going to get to all of these, especially since I'm out of town and visiting my mom. So we have Mark Sakamoto, Forgiveness. So this is like a Japanese story. Why Young Men, Rage, Race, and the Crisis of Identity. So we got that one. And The Skin We're In, A Year of Black Resistance and Power. So I think I'm going to pick up this one next. Unfortunately, I DNF'd both my audiobooks. The late night on air, it was just really boring and the narrator was not very great. And then the Johnny Appleseed, the native queer story, was not what I was expecting it to be and was very explicit. Anyways, I'll talk about those things later. We're just getting ready to go out and I wanted to do a quick update. So yeah, I think I'm going to go to The Skin We're In next. So I'll talk to you later. So I'm drinking my very first Caesar ever because it's Canadian, apparently. I don't even know what it is. What is it? Clamato juice?
Vodka and fruit,
Beans? So let's see. Smells like tomato juice. So like my friend said, it tastes like cold tomato juice. Tomato soup. Cheers.